So now when it comes to, these large organizations, or, these CEOs or rich people really in general, when they try to advocate for, immigrants or minorities or whatever the case is, like Nike and Black Lives Matter, like situations like that, like, okay, thank you, cool, I got you, I appreciate that, but I know it's a good chance you're just doing this for profit, or you're trying to get in good graces with people just for your bottom line. Like, it doesn't escape me that these rich, greedy organizations, institutions, people, CEOs, whatever the case is, are just looking out for themselves. I get that. But this one right here, this is a unique situation because we got Ben Cohen from Ben and Jerry's arrested for solidarity with Gaza. Now, watching this video, we about to watch it. Why would he do this? Why couldn't he just post on YouTube or TikTok? All the kids is on TikTok. Why can't he just do that from the comfort of his home? I'm pretty sure he got money. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he got some things to do, right? But no, he decides to do this for people on the other side of the world. And just to put this into context, because Bernie Sanders actually did a Senate hearing regarding this, but just to keep you informed, I got some information for you. Following the collapse of a ceasefire in early March, Israel imposed a total blockade on Gaza, halting all shipments of food, water, fuel, and medical supplies. This action has been widely condemned as a violation of international humanitarian law. Okay, I can't read right now, my bad. Approximately 244,000 people in Gaza are experiencing critical famine conditions. So this is a real thing happening right now. And it's weird because I just did a video of Donald Trump, trying to create this pity party for white Africans, so he can justify bringing them to America, America, while we literally have people starving on purpose by Israel, our ally. Well, their ally. I mean, I guess my ally, because my tax money is going over there. But there's kids literally starving, dying because the lack of food and water and resources and medical aid. Over 100,000 people in Gaza are injured. So who needs help? But let's go ahead and watch the video. And I mean, it takes a lot to impress me, but this right here was pretty good.
Members of the audience are reminded disruptions will not be permitted while the committee conducts its business. Capitol Police are asked to remove the individuals from the hearing room.
Ben, why are you getting arrested?
Move down the hallway. If you stop, you will be arrested.
Poor kids in Gaza by buying bombs and pays for it by kicking kids off Medicaid in the U.S.
Ben, what are you calling for the Congress and senators to do for Gaza?
They need to let food into Gaza. They need to let food to starving kids. Congress is paying to bomb poor kids in Gaza and paying for it by kicking poor kids off Medicaid in the U.S.
Hey, amen and God bless. Hey, that right there gives me goosebumps. You know what I'm saying? And once again, I know, I don't live in a fairy tale where, this right here is going to push Congress and the president to do some good. I know that's a long shot. Probably never. Like, that's not going to happen. But this is good foundation. Let's go ahead and rewind. I wanted you guys to watch the whole thing without me pausing. First off, RFK Jr. get just jumping right here, priceless, funny as hell. Let's watch. To me, that was funny. I had to replay that like 4 or 5 times. Like, hey, he got scared. You know what I'm saying? Like that was kind of funny.
Members of the audience are reminded disruptions will not be permitted.
So this guy right here, this police officer, hey, you're an asshole. This is like a 70, 80, 90-year-old man. You ain't gotta bully him around like that. Just, hey, grab him by the shoulder, by the arm, and just pull him out. Why you gotta be an asshole about it? But of course, that's the police state.
The committee conducts its business. Capitol Police are asked to remove the individuals from the hearing room.
Hands off hands off Medicaid. Once again, a lot of these rich folks try to pretend like they're down for the cause, but they don't know nothing. They just mimic whatever, they heard from their friends or whatever they're saying on CNN. But hands off Medicaid. I'm pretty sure he's probably, well, I don't want to say he's never been on Medicaid, but hey, it's a good chance. But he's thinking about other people who need Medicaid. That's kind of weird. That's kind of showing empathy and sympathy for other people. Okay.
Ben, why are you getting arrested?
Move down the hallway. If you stop, you will be arrested.
Poor kids in Gaza by buying bombs and pays for it by kicking kids off Medicaid in the U.S.
Ben, what are you calling for the Congress and senators to do for Gaza?
They need to let food into Gaza. They need to let food to starving kids. Congress is paying to bomb poor kids in Gaza and paying for it by kicking poor kids off Medicaid in the U.S.
Hey, he ain't saying nothing but the truth right there. Where is he lying about that? This administration is cutting. They fired over, oh man, I don't want to get this number wrong, but they fired hundreds of thousands of federal workers. They are planning to cut Medicaid. Oh man, a whole list of things. I wish I had my list in front of me. They are cutting everything except for Pentagon budget, the defense budget, nothing crazy like that. They don't want to tax at a higher tax rate for the wealthy. Of course not. He's about to give them a tax break. But he's going to cut everything in your mama and continue to drop bombs on women and children. And just to add, a beautiful cherry on top, he is allowing Israel to continue to block aid, food, water, fuel, and medical supplies to these people. That's kind of crazy, right? But there's no argument, and I want someone to sit here and defend what this administration is doing, because you can't unless, and I put this on my last dollar here, unless you're racist and you're a hateful, greedy person. That's the only way you can see a situation like this, what our administration is doing and what Israel is doing to these civilians, and say, this is okay. I don't see nothing wrong. No, unless you're a racist piece of shit. If that's you, then hey, you win this argument. But other than that, no sane, understanding person could look at this and say, this should be happening. And when it comes to Ben and Jerry, hey, my wife, she showed me this video today. Tomorrow, I'm going to the store and I'm getting me some Ben and Jerry's. I'm not really an ice cream person like that. And the last thing I seen with Ben and Jerry was this small little thing. It's like $5. It's a little too much for me for a little thing that I'm going to eat in like 5 minutes. That's $1 a minute of ice cream for me. I don't know if I could do it. But after seeing this, old boy didn't need to get arrested. He didn't have to. He's not on Medicaid. I'm pretty sure his kids and his grandkids are pretty well off. Well, I would think. But it takes a certain person, a certain characteristic that not all people got. No matter how much money you got, no matter where you live, what skin color you are, if you see something of injustice or something being unfair to other people, you're going to say something. You're going to speak up for those people. You're going to defend those people. You don't got to. But something in you is like, hey, nah, bro, we doing this. Or you ain't sleeping tonight. I don't know. But hey, that right there, I appreciate that. You know, I don't say that a lot about rich folks, but I appreciate that. But once again, guys, if you agree or disagree with anything I said in this video, let me know in the comments down below or hit that blue sky link in the description down below so we can have that one-on-one talk. And like always, let's have that conversation.